Hi guys, this is going to be a daily reading for today, Monday, September 24th. This is the harvest full moon in Aries, so it's a very big deal. This is where we are going to be reaping what we sowed karmically, and the wheel of fortune energy is very prevalent right now, so the wheel will be turning. I think I'm going to get a little more further into that in another reading, but today's I'm going to keep it, as just a regular daily reading. I want to please remind you guys, because I keep getting emails, that in my description box of every video, it clearly states that it can take me a couple of days up to a week to respond back to emails. Up to a week, 7 days, sometimes 8, sometimes 6, but up to 7 days, right? So ballpark, right around there. The reason is because sometimes I have an astronomical amount of emails that I'm trying to sift through, and what really doesn't help is the multiple emails that I get from the same people. So it's actually doing this double effect of trying to follow up on your previous email, but what you're doing is now you're making the line longer because you're adding more extra emails saying, did you get my email? If that makes any sense. So if you ever book with me and you send me an email, you have to be patient. Otherwise, I am literally not the person for you. This is a one-woman show. I'm trying my hardest to get through emails. This weekend, I had some shit that went down, as you guys know. So, I was a bit behind, and it's a one-woman operation. So please, again, I need patience. Otherwise, I am not the reader for you. I do try my best, very, very best, to get my emails done right away, but it just sometimes does not work like that. And I do appreciate all of your patience. And for those that, maybe you missed it in my description of every video, it does say it there that it can take up to a week for email responses. Please don't send duplicates unless it's been a week and a half, 2 weeks, and you haven't received anything back from me. Something's definitely wrong then. It probably got buried, lost in the shuffle. Maybe it went to my spam and I didn't get it. But for those of you that you're not up to a week yet, or you're just at a week, please give me patience. Please, I'm begging, okay? Now, let's get to business. This is a daily reading, which means it's going to be general. It is going to be for anyone that it resonates with, okay? Remember, time is an illusion and energy is fluid. So just because it's dated today, Monday the 24th, doesn't mean that it is for today. It means that it's just a timestamp I'm using for this particular reading. It could have already happened. It may happen tomorrow. This might be your current energy for the whole month of September, right? This might be your energy for, I don't know, next week. Just take it as it resonates. Okay, now, I want to feel this out. This is also a reminder that we are in Libra season. Libra, sun signs, your readings are on sale, okay? I'm going to feel out. I think I want to use I'm going to do the crystal visions. I really wanted to feel it out to see what... I was going to do the golden universal just now, but no. No. We're going to change that out. Now, reminder, those that want to book an emergency reading, those are expedited, right? Which is why you have to put in your title, emergency reading. And, those are booked within 3 to 4 days of when I receive your payment. Otherwise, from when I receive your payment, you're looking at about maybe 2 weeks right now we're running. It's going to be worth your time. Trust me. Ask any of my clients. My readings are fucking spot on and on point, and that's why I trust, divine timing. I'm not about rushing. I'm not just going to get you in and get you out to make a buck. I don't operate like that. I prefer not to even do the reading if I have to be rushed. Everything is done in divine timing. Trust me on this, okay? Trust me. I'm not going to rush you in and rush you out. That's not my style. I'm not doing it. All right. If you guys watched my reading that I just posted, it was about the real counterpart coming through. Look at the very first card. The fucking unknown card. Jesus Christ. Something not yet meant to be revealed. The unknown card can be very symbolic of the crystal ball, your intuition being clouded. Because you see in this picture, the crystal ball is cloudy. It's not clear. Things are starting to become very crystal clear. I think we're in, not all of us, because some of us see things clearly. I think for some of you that this is going to resonate with, you're in this middle area this gray area of where it's like you can start to see things, but it's still a little bit cloudy. It's like this middle ground. The unknown card. We're getting out of the unknown card energy, which would be exactly that, unknown, not knowing, not sure. Maybe also the unknown energy could have also been very symbolic of, you know, what was coming in was unknown until the last second. You know what I'm saying? Maybe up until the last second, you know, the universe was just kind of waiting to see, well, are you going to change what it is that you want? Or are you still going to stand in your power and claim what you deserve? I don't know, but, you know, it's very symbolic to me to have the unknown card come up first. Because I really feel like that. I feel like it has been unknown. And then now look, change of perspective with the Hanged Man. Oh my God, look at this. Counterparts came out together, the King and the Queen of Swords. You can't make this shit up. I just put that video up right before this one, called New Love coming in. The real counterpart appears. This is a vibrational match, a king and a queen of the same suit. And this is air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But it does not have to be about the signs. The sign has nothing to do with it. It's about the energy. So basically, this King and Queen of Swords are counterparts, right? King of Swords would be someone that knows he has to make a decision. It's someone that might be a little bit more colder, you know, so he could be any sign, but he's just a little more soft-spoken, colder, but does communicate as need be. May not have a whole lot to say, but you will never have to wonder where you stand with this person in this energy. King of Swords needs to make a decision. They're going to come in and they're going to say, this is what it is, period. So with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is very logical. They're both very logical. Not thinking with their emotions. They're thinking with logic and, you know, discernment. And there are decisions here that needs to be made. And the King and Queen of Swords uses their swords to cut. I just posted this on my Instagram, that we are trimming the fat and that we are cutting the dead weight, you know, with this Aries full moon. And it's just fucking crazy that after I said that in, you know, my caption of my last post about the Aries full moon, here you have the fucking swords to cut the shit. You can't make it up. I mean, you can't. It's the energy that I feel too. We are in this energy right now of going, what has to go, has to go. If you're dead weight, you have to go. You know, a lot of people are in their feels. All these water signs, I hate to pick on you water signs, but it's the truth. I know quite a few personally. I have a lot of water sign clients, and water is very heavily affected by, you know, the moon and such. But the water signs and other signs too, primarily water, have really been in a mood. They've been very emotional lately, and I've had to really calm down a lot of my water sign clients because they're just impulsive and over reactive, and even some fire signs, right, that are Aries, because of the full moon is in Aries. It doesn't matter what sign you are. I'm just saying that the majority of the water signs I know personally have been very in their feels. This is them needing to come in now and change that shit and change their perspective of something, and to not be so emotional. Whether you are a water sign, an earth sign, a fire sign, it does not matter. You need to become a little more like this, okay? Because if you be pop-offish, if you be in your feelings, if you be trying to pout, if you be trying to cut people off, not a very good idea. Not a very good idea, especially if you are not a King or Queen of Swords by nature, where that's like just your natural running energy. Because what I notice a lot of times is when other signs pull that shit like this, and they do it impulsively, they end up regretting it later. I'm not saying that the King and Queen of Swords, you know, doesn't regret it later. They probably, they can. I'm just saying that they're a little more at home in that element, that energy, whereas opposed to other signs that are not used to being King and Queens of Swords and having that detached aloofness. And, you know, we're used to cutting the dead weight and trimming the fat. That ain't no biggie to us, but we are able to use discernment here. Do you see what I'm saying? We can look at it logically and we weigh out the pros and the cons and shit. You really have to shift into this energy. And it's a huge change of perspective happening here. Huge. It's just, you're going to start seeing things crystal clear. No longer is it going to be this cloudy, crystal ball. And for some of you, maybe this is you, that you were waiting on someone to give you some clarity, and they just kept feeding you bullshit, and everything was unknown, and it was this confusion. And now you're going, whether you are the king or the queen, you're going, I'm not gonna take this bullshit. You tell me what the fuck it is, or I'm out. Okay, that's what that energy here is, but it is also definitely counterparts. The Hanged Man is that it's a pause button, it's no progression, and there could have been no progression because somebody here wasn't sure what they wanted to do. It's basically what it is. Full moon in Aries. Aries is the first zodiac sign. They are the babies of the zodiac sign. So it is almost like starting the new year, right? Zodiac-wise, as far as like signs go. And speaking of communication and clarity, there it is, the Ace of Swords. Communication coming in, clearing things up, feeling like you need to apologize, right, is what I've been channeling since last week. I've seen a few other people throughout the month of September channel that, communication wants to come in, and whether you're going to be together or not, it's communication because they're feeling like shit. They acted like pieces of shit. They treated people terribly, and now that guilt is weighing on them because the scales are being balanced out. The karmic scales are being balanced out, which is why some people are going, oh, I feel this need to have to apologize. Oh, I feel this need to have to correct this and make, some type of adjustments here when it comes to that. They feel it. They feel the judgment coming. You have the Two of Wands, being at a crossroads, having to make a decision. Communication comes in. For some of you guys, it's finally time for you guys to take that road. Finally time to walk your path alone. And for some of you, you're going to walk that path together as counterparts. It's going to be different for each of you. This is a general reading. If I was doing a personal reading with you guys, I'd be able to figure it out, but not in a general. We do know, though, that a decision will need to be made because the Two of Wands is being at a crossroads. Truth and clarity. All swords energy here. Look at that. Thinking. Swords are about thoughts. Thinking. Oh, look at that. The Empress and the Ten of Swords. Empress flew. So the Empress can be somebody pregnant. It's also symbolic of the birth of something new. Very symbolic of the feminine energy at its highest power, because the Empress is embodying all four queens high vibrationally. Queens and kings can vibrate at a low level too and take on that, pettiness or whatever low vibrations of their sign. Absolutely. We're all human. But this would be the high vibrations of all the queens. The Empress is pure abundance itself. So she's pregnant because you give her sperm, she produces a child. She is everything. Someone's finally starting to see that. Someone definitely is it's like they're getting this change of perspective. Have the Ten of Wands. 10 is completion. This cycle is over. This fuckery right here. This was a cycle of fuckery. This past karmic cycle. That's what's been closed out, right? Complete fuckery. Betrayal for some of you. Maybe some of you were with a person, they got someone else pregnant. Maybe you got pregnant by someone else, and it's just pure fuckery. There could have been a lot of bullshit here happening with this Ten of Swords. But it's beautiful because 10 means it's done, completed. The end of the cycle. If it hasn't ended yet, it is definitely closing out. You gotta let it close out. Yep, there it is, completion, the world. To clarify, the world is completion, telling us it's definitely over. I love that. Thank you, universe. Thank you for that sign. The world can also be about travel. A lot of people are traveling. So there's also emotional distance and physical distance between two people. Whether it's the new person coming in or whether it's the person you're currently, letting go of, or the person you're currently with. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. This is just definitely either physical distance or emotional. For a lot of you guys, this is symbolic, like I said, of completion, right? It's over. Take a deep breath. Remember who the fuck you are. You are a king. You are a queen. You have come very far. You are not someone that's going to accept crumbs. We sit on our thrones. We are kind. We are loving. But we also do not take any bullshit. We are everything. We are mothers. We are sisters. We are daughters. We are kings and queens. We are emperors. We are empresses. Remember who the fuck you are. And I just don't know why I want to keep saying that over and over and over. I don't know. I woke up this morning and that's what was channeled to me. Remember, take a deep breath and remember who the fuck you are. You have the Queen of Pentacles, manifesting. And I say manifesting because it came out with the Eight of Pentacles. So this is you, whether you're a king or a queen. Doesn't matter about the gender. It's the energy. Somebody here is manifesting. They are definitely, look at the bottom of the deck. Three of Cups. Could be a reconciliation for some of you guys, but also it's just very symbolic of this time period that's going to be full of a lot of wonderful celebration, because the Three of Cups is about celebrations too. I'd like to do one more spread just to see if I can hit another group. There's that Knight of Cups. That's the apology. That's a secret admirer. Could be the new person coming in with a cup. Can be the old person. Ooh, the Hermit. Somebody went within. Or it could be a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Knight of Cups. God damn, we have definitely... I don't feel those cards. We have definitely been waiting, haven't we? Someone coming in with an offer. Someone coming in with an apology. Could be new, could be old. The Hermit. Hermit is Virgo. Someone here went within, found the answers within, had maybe an epiphany during, you know, the season of Virgo, which we just got out of Virgo season. A lot of introspection, a lot of change of perspective. We had a lot of epiphanies. We did a lot of soul growth and acceleration. That's what the Hermit's all about. It's about, you know, awakening. Five of Wands. Fighting with oneself, fighting with ego, self-conflict. This is that mirror image, fighting with oneself. But getting that in check too during Hermit season, during Virgo season. Going within, this is exactly that, staring into a mirror. Now, those two lions there staring at each other, fighting with yourself. And then here it is. The Wheel of Fortune is exactly what we feel. Karma. Weighing and balancing out the karmic scales. Reaping what we sowed. Six of Wands. Victory and success. It's a progression. You see that? So going from this energy, fighting with oneself, could be inner conflict, ego, things of that sort. Just conflict with fives. And then we roll into the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is victory and success. Taming the beast is what I feel here. I know the Strength card is normally taming the beast, but I just saw that when I looked at this card because I'm looking at this lion. And you see how in his hand, that crystal ball is clear. And we had, you know, the Unknown card earlier where the crystal ball is not clear. The Star. Divine timing. Could be an Aquarius. The Star is about divine timing. It's also wish fulfillment. Abundance coming into here with the Wheel of Fortune. Someone's getting their wishes. Someone's getting all that they wished for. Page of Wands is communication of action. New things coming in. You also have the Six of Swords, which is now we're moving on to calmer waters. Thoughts wise though, the thought process, this is like you were in a place where you were stressed the fuck out. Maybe you were in a dark place mentally, thinking of all these things. Emotionally, you weren't, you know, emotionally you were one way, intellectually and, you know, logically you're thinking another. This is us now moving on. Six of Swords is like that. In the other decks, it's you're sitting in a boat, right, moving on to calmer waters. And this one, she's walking away. She's turning her back. She's going to walk away. And you see in the clouds, it shows you that there's like sunlight that's going to start bursting through. Seeing the light, moving on. It's just moving on. Calming your thoughts down is really what it is. Not being so in your thoughts, in your head. It's one thing to be logical, but we don't want to be too logical. Queen of Cups. Someone's open to receiving love. Vulnerable. There's extreme strength in vulnerability. A huge lesson I have to learn. Yeah, see, opening up and being receptive. Not being this Four of Pentacles energy. This is someone that's closed the fuck up. See that? They're closed up. They refuse to open up. They refuse to let go. And they're not doing this. If love comes in and you're doing this, not gonna work. You have to do this while using discernment. Cannot do that. Right here, this Four of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Yep, the love offer's coming in. So you got the Page of Cups, you had the Knight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. We invested all of our time and energy into something. Now we're waiting for the fruits of our labor. See, in this card, I love it because it's showing that this one cup is finally illuminated. They're finally now seeing which cup it is, as opposed to before they didn't know. This can also be like your little light where your cup is shining bright to alert someone else who's a vibrational match to you. They're going to go, oh, look at that cup. I see it. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. It's like your cup is shining, and the person that's meant to see it will see it, and vice versa. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, you guys, this is your daily reading for September 24th. Reminder, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's xi_missy_xi. If you guys want to book a reading with me, click on the box below. I want everyone to calm down. Full moon time, as you guys know, a lot of people are in their feelings. All of us, right? Water signs especially, they take a hit because, you know, they're water signs and water is affected by the moon. So, you know, if you are a water sign and really heavily feeling this, take a deep breath and remember who the fuck you are. Remember that the karmic scales are being balanced out right now. Don't do anything crazy. Look what's in the bottom of the deck. I was about to put the cards away. There's justice, Libra season, karma. There it is, just as confirmation. So we are all going to take a deep breath, right? Whether you're a fire sign or a water sign, if you're feeling it, you're feeling it. We all just want to calm the fuck down. We're going to just breathe. Say, I'm so grateful. I'm so happy for this day. I'm going to make the best of this day. Beautiful things are coming in. I know it because I'm doing the work. Now, if you're still sitting there in denial and not doing the work, being a piece of shit, accepting piece of shit things, well, that you're going to get shit things come to you, right? Low vibrational people put out a vibration of low vibration, which means that's what you get back. And that's what we're trying to avoid. We want to be the best versions of ourselves and be very positive and be the light for people, okay? Anyways, you guys, I love you guys so very much. I'll try and work on doing a specific full moon reading today, and I will if I get channeled more messages about it, okay? Love you guys. Bye.